Yes.
You are setting a particular precedent that this child needs to pick up on at some particular point.
Yes.
If
What
they
happens
do
when
not,
you go away?
Yes.
What happens when you pass away?
Yeah. Just because they're kids doesn't mean they don't have their own ambitions and desires.
True.
You know,
I think if she could do a weave right now, she would, but she definitely doesn't have a job. She's definitely not getting a weave.
I've seen guys hand each other condoms so openly.
It's them also being able to go to the counter to say, "Can I have condom?
Can I have condom?" And there is no
one is
shame
judging.
or
But we towards each other females, that's where we are.
So at least this human being says, keep me alive. I'm a goldfish. Keep me alive.
Welcome back to 40 something. My name is Gabin Bele.
My name is Mpoma Boy.
And today we're going to take it a little easy. Just want to touch in on the thing that gives us purpose, which is parenting.
I like how you put it. The thing that gives us purpose. The reason we wake up every day.
Yep. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, I don't think I'd be doing it if I didn't have a kid, but yeah.
I would be. I know for a fact because I'm such a workaholic. I would be doing it, but there'd be no direction to it.
Yeah.
I'd just be doing it for farms.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at least this human being says, keep me alive, please. I'm your goldfish. Keep me alive.
Yeah. So I think the art or the beauty of parenting is that me and Paul actually have an identical journey.
Yes.
We're pregnant around the same time.
Yes.
Our kids are both 13, so we teenage moms.
Yes.
Or not teenage moms.
Teen mom.
Teen mom.
Yeah.
No.
Moms of teens.
Teens, yeah. So we're going through pretty much almost the same dynamics, except you have a son and I have a daughter. So we have different kind of things. I think if we had to switch, because I'm not even boyish, but I'd probably be a boy mom, and you'd probably do well as a girl mom because you're pretty.
I actually
wouldn't.
I actually
my kid would love.
No, I actually
because she's this type of person. Makeup, lashes. I think if she could do a weave right now, she would, but she definitely doesn't have a job. She's definitely not getting a weave. But yeah, the art of this beauty is that we have an identical journey. Our kids are both going to high school next year.
Mm-hmm.
So the phase is, I guess that's also why we engage so much more now.
Yeah.
But we want to tap into that, right?
Yeah.
A lot of the 40-somethings, there are those who don't have kids, and those are great aunts, which we love.
We love them.
Yes. And then we...
Did you say the rich aunts?
Yeah, the rich aunts. Yeah. Because they know they can always send it back, but they'll also spoil the chance, which is the great part. They fill in that void. But I wanted to just touch on where you are on your journey. What has parenting been like? Things you've learned, and how are you finding it now?
So I've had a very interesting parenting journey in the sense that so I broke up with the father of my child when I was 6 months pregnant, and then went through the parenting journey semi-alone. And then we got back together, and then we were parenting together, and then we ended up married. And then now, because we're divorced, Tato is back to being with me full time.
All right.
So that's been very interesting because now I'm at a point where single income household, everything falls on me, but I also try to balance my own aspirations and goals and desires, while also feeding his goals, his desires, his ambitions, right? Just because they're kids doesn't mean they don't have their own ambitions and desires.
True.
You know?
True.
And also these kids have got their schedules, guys. Their schedules are something else. So in terms of learning to parent, the one thing I will say that I'm super grateful for, Tato has taught me patience.
Absolutely.
And he's taught me to live in the moment. So live in the moment in the sense that, for instance, when I go to his football matches, I try not to be on my phone.
Oh, so you're present.
I'm present. Right. Because Tato will say to you, Mommy, every time I looked up, you were on your phone. And you're like,
They do call us out.
Because sometimes you're like, oh, while he's playing, let me quickly do this admin. And then to him, it's not admin. You are on social media. Because remember, that's where they exist.
Oh,
So in his head, you're
that's
not
what happens
working.
only with the device.
Yes.
Okay.
You're not working.
Okay.
You are busy with Instagram. So therefore, social media is more important than what I'm doing right now. So I've had to learn to be more present.
Right.
And it's also brought me into it's brought a softer side to me, because I'm such a tomboy. I'm still a tomboy. I'm very, let's get this done now. And with kids, you learn they don't work on your time. What's urgent to you
is not for them.
In fact, they don't care. When you're in a rush,
their sense of urgency is,
why are you late?
Yeah, startling.
Yeah, like, why are you late? Why did you fail to plan your time? Now, because you failed to plan your time, now I must be running around and they get irritated with you. So I've learned to plan properly. I try and also communicate well with him. He knows when I'm out of the house, this is where I'm going to be. It's almost like he's my boyfriend, but he's not my boyfriend. I'm teaching him.
And that's the thing with sons, right?
Right?
And they will ask,
yes,
what time are you coming back?
Exactly. But I'm also teaching him the art of communication. Don't just disappear. I need to know where you are, who you're with, what time you're coming back. And even in the middle of all that, communicate. Hey, mommy, just checking in to let you know that I'm okay.
So that purpose, though. Can you see that?
It's the little thing. Because guess what? Even when I'm with my friends, I will every once in a while, hey, I'm checking in. Are you good? Because then he knows, you are not gone for like 6 whole hours. And since you said I'm with Auntie Gabi and then fell into an abyss somewhere. He doesn't know that.
Crazy.
Right?
I think that's where we differ, though, because I've been an individual parent for all the 13 years. I've had really great supporting partners, I suppose, to a certain extent. But then they never were like hands-on with that kind of stuff. But individual parenting is very different. Like, I feel like as much as there is that accountability to this person, I almost feel like that person has also made me who I am now.
Oh, yes.
I don't know, like, I say this with sheer honesty. I do not know what I was doing with my money, with my time, with my goals. I don't even think I had goals before I had a baby. I don't know, because I try to look back and I'm like, what was I doing? There's a day when I was even saying, I don't even remember what we did during the World Cup. I can't tell you. I know I didn't have a kid then, but did I wake up and go to work on time? I don't remember. I don't remember. But all that stuff has now been so different as a parent. My time is precious. I also try and make time for her, right? Because they also want the time.
Yes.
But she's also going through a friend phase.
Yeah.
So I'm not as much, I don't want to say I'm important to her, but I have a mom.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
But also the parenting also gave me the love. I don't think I knew love. And I can tell you now, I probably was in relationships and they were great. But
there's a level of love that you feel when you have a child that is unmatched. Like nobody can give it to you. It's no. Yeah.
It's even when you're in a relationship, you're just like, that's not love. I don't know what I was doing there, but I was there, but I just don't know what we were doing, right?
Yeah.
So there's that element that I really truly love about it, and
the true definition of unconditional love, because we are unconditional with these kids.
Oh, so please, like, love is great, guys, but they're very expensive. But that's a very expensive kind of love.
Yeah.
But what I want to shape it as is that parenting is a purposeful journey.
Oh, very. Very. But also the nice thing of this purpose is that it switches with every stage that they go through. So it's not like you know your child as a baby, you know them as a toddler, you know them, then they are
it's diverse.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And now you're getting to see a different person. And because you're getting to see that they are growing, the personality switches, they become a different person based on whatever, you also learn that if they are going through that means Nami, as an adult,
I'm at a different phase.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm going through shifts, and I've probably changed as well. So as much as you might not be conscious of your own changing, seeing it in your child makes you aware, Uguti, I'm not the same Mpo I was 13 years ago. I'm not the same Mpo I was in my 20s. So I also need to afford the people around me the grace of switching and changing with me.
I love that.
You know?
I love that. I really love that. And that's true, actually. Now that I think about it, that is true because I'm such a boundaries hand now.
Yeah.
I go to work. I am there at a certain time. When work ends, it ends.
Yeah.
I do not switch on my laptop. I do not do certain things. But I think that also came with parenting, right?
Yes.
Because I think I was super complacent before, very career driven, wanting more money because now I have another person that I need to be considerate of. And all these, it's crazy how this puzzle is just like, it weaves itself in, right? And the moment you start acting like you do not have that accountability towards that person, people are going to step all over you about your time. They're going to take in and they're just going to want more.
Yeah.
And that's where I think that parenting for me became such a good thing.
Yeah. And I get angry when somebody tries to steal time away. Like time that I've set aside for my child, and you want to suddenly put in projects, and I honestly get upset because for me those are precious moments. But the other thing that I like about this now generation is that they've also taught us, this new parents, the art of unlearning to relearn, because we were raised at a time of corporal punishment,
yes,
and all of these things. Do you get what I mean? When there's family gatherings, you have to go hug so and so. No. These kids now know, so what I've learned with Tato, that a lot of people tend to say, no, but I'm like, no, he has his own boundaries. If he doesn't want to hug so and so, he feels what you might not feel, because energy, we all perceive energy differently, right? So I don't force him to do what he doesn't want to do. It's the same with football training. So he has training every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But there are days when he will say, Mommy, today I don't feel like going to training. And that's okay. Like, I will not force you to go to a place that, one, you don't have to be there. Two, you're not forced to be there.
I didn't do that with school.
Right?
As I said, it's her mental health. She knows exactly how she feels.
Yes.
She wants that at that specific time, and I can't do anything about it. And for me, it's just, I guess because she's now able to stay at home. Well, we also live in a gated community, so it's a safe space. So I know I can leave her, and I know she'll wash the dishes, she'll tidy up after herself. So there is that good part.
Yeah.
So, and I'm starting to listen to those cues. She'll even say things like, she doesn't want to go to my parents' house. That's her choice.
Yes.
But then I also then communicate to her and say, you do understand that if you do not go there, that means when I go to work, you are here by yourself.
Yes.
And she accepts it.
Yeah.
She loves it. And sometimes she then will go back and change her mind. Actually, I do feel like going there. And I'll still listen and I'll do that, right? Because I feel like if you're not listening to them, they might stop communicating. And that's why we
will stop communicating. They will stop communicating. Because you are not a safe space.
Yes.
If you are not taking my emotions to account, then why am I even telling you about that? Do you get what I mean? Because, the same happens even in adult relationships, where if you have a partner or even a friend that you're constantly telling them, I don't like A, B, C, and D, but they keep doing it, eventually you move away from that person. So what makes us think our kids don't do the same? If your kid keeps telling you, Mommy, I don't like A, B, C, and D, or that aunt that you keep bringing to the house, I don't like her very much. But you keep
they're very stern when they say it. Yes.
And you keep bringing this aunt. Guess what? The moment that aunt enters, either they're going to leave or they're going to go to their bedroom and check out, because you're not listening. Right?
But it's also, when you say that, I also just think that that's also the one thing that I feel like is making me not have a child, because I think I've still got
another one.
I have another child. I've got that thing where my child cannot babysit my child, the other child. I don't want that for my child, because I went through that as well. I went through that, not in a negative way, because back then I suppose our parents also trying to, and I was alone for 14 years. So there is, ultimately my brother became my person.
Yeah.
I genuinely love my brother and we're so close, but I was in high school at the time, grade 9, but I'd always have to get off the car to walk him up. And then after school, the bus drops me off at a specific space so that I can come back with my brother. But then I now realize all those things, as much as I love my brother, I don't want them for my kid.
But because they take something
me.
away from you.
Yeah.
They do.
It took from me.
They do.
You know, I could have been at school with my friends, or my parents didn't really like us catching public transport, so we use a school bus. So I could have experienced what being in a taxi is like.
Yeah.
I could have. There's so many other things that I look at, which I think I'm very naive and I might not be street smart, but in hindsight, I'm grateful. Thanks, Dad. I'm grateful for not knowing those things, because I think I would have had a child earlier, or whatever the case was. And I notice now things I thought that were okay or cool, like having the taxi guy coming and now dating the girls in the school. I thought those things were cool, but those were not, right?
Yeah.
But then I also find myself as a parent now protecting my kid from that, because I see how well in advance those kids were over me. But did that shortchange me? No.
No.
It might have shortchanged me in my street savviness or whatever. But those are things I can learn at an older age, right? So I think that's where also the parenting, I'm looking at what happened to me and I'm using it here.
Yeah.
I'm looking at little things like, but they communicate so well now, you know? We've opened these doors to our kids to, it's okay to talk to me.
How are you finding those difficult conversations? Because I think my dynamic, because I am female, he's male, there are certain things that
you don't know about. Yeah.
And I have to call my brother and say, please, can you have this conversation with your nephew? And
I guess being a female to female was kind of easy, except there are sensitive points where I know lady time was a very difficult one, because I don't know if girls think they're never going to go through it. But then I tried to introduce this, and the schools are doing it really well as well. But even when it happened, I think I had to fish it out. Yeah, it happened first day, and it was an uncomfortable conversation, and I could see. So I stepped back and let it happen. But because school had taught, this is how you put this on, and this, it was kind of like an easier way for me. But I didn't want to leave it unsaid.
Yes.
But at this kind of juncture,
also, you don't want her to figure things out for
herself. Yes, me con.
Yeah.
But also, she was very clear that she doesn't want anybody else knowing.
Okay.
So it's a thing that's between me and her now.
Yes. Yeah. That makes sense. But you know, that's another topic we need to have, because.
But that's why she's not going to my parents' house as well. She doesn't want them to find out.
I get you. I get you.
Yeah.
So the other day I went to the spa, and while I was getting my massage, my period started. So I go to the receptionist. I'm like, listen, do you have a tampon? Because I thought I had a tampon in my bag. And she says, oh no, I do have it. She gives it to me like this.
Yes, the secret. Don't.
Why are we keeping it a secret? It's natural. It's a thing. I've seen guys hand each other condoms so openly.
It's them also being able to go to the counter to say, can I have condoms?
Can I have condoms? And there is no shame or...
But we towards each other females, that's where we are.
Yeah. Why are you whispering?
Yeah. That's how we are. We taught ourselves this.
It is the most insane thing to me.
Do it so blasé. Hey, can I have the ripped ones?
Yes.
They even, maybe not those ones. Well, what flavor is this one? And the lady will communicate openly, but let you go to the garden, ask for condoms. Bro.
It's a thing, eh?
Oh.
It is such a thing.
Oh.
But yeah, so I try, and like now they're learning the reproductive system at school.
Please don't ever have that, because I was told.
Don't have that conversation?
We have it, but it's like, why are you going on about it? Like,
no. So I don't go on about
it.
My thing is, okay, so you guys are going through the reproductive system. What is it that you have learned today that we didn't talk about? Then he'll be like, oh, I learned about this. Oh, okay, cool. Now I know what new thing that you learned. I try and be open, but I notice that because I'm a girl, there's certain things he's like,
that's none of your business.
But I want to know.
Yeah.
I really want to know. But he's just like, no, I'm not having this conversation with you. I'll have it with my dad, or I'll have it with my uncle.
That's insane.
In fact, oddly, he also doesn't mind having certain conversations with my sister. but he will not have
But
them
that's the thing.
made.
Lily presents herself as a all-rounder.
I think it's because I'm a mom. You know?
Oh, but
there's
you
a thing.
belong to me. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
you being
belong
the
to me.
mother.
This one will walk out and will not come back, and I can breathe and not feel scum about it because now I have to face you.
Yes, every day.
And now every time you talk about, oh damn, we spoke about this.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I get it. I
Yes.
get it. Yeah. I suppose Amani also has that. She
Mm.
has that a lot because it's like, so the one thing that I know Amani is very quick to address is bullying, because those are conversations I have with her, like in
Yes.
real,
Yeah.
3D.
Yeah.
But I also told her that there's no one who's going to come and bully you.
Of course.
Because I don't want what happened to Lufuno to happen to Amani.
Yes.
I mean,
I
after
hear
school
you.
is after school.
I hear
Your
you.
dad can be 10 feet taller than me. I'm coming, wait for me after school.
Yes.
And in fact, I
I
will
like
report that. But if the school is not doing anything,
I'll take care.
I'll be there.
Yeah. No,
I
I
will
get you.
even take leave just to be
Yes.
outside, because we cannot have our kids having uncomfortable times where you are paying for it as well.
Yes. Yes.
And then we act
and where
like
they
we're not
should
gonna
be
just-
safe. They should be safe. Those
That's
8
it.
hours that I leave my child there, I am now saying you are the responsible adults.
Mhm.
So as the responsible adults, if you cannot do your basic duties of
Mhm.
making sure the children are safe, we have a problem. Here's another element of parenting, especially now that we are with teenagers. Dressing. How do you navigate that? Because we went through a phase. I love color. And inevitably that means Tato loves color.
Mhm.
But he wants to wear all the colors at the
At the
same
same
time.
time.
And then he also, because the teenagers at these baggy phase, oh my gosh, this baggy phase, iyang bulala. There's the baggy phase, there's the wearing sweaters
And
even when it's
it's
super
hot.
hot. You're like, Nizo fainta. What are you?
She's going through the blazer and the jersey underneath. Have you felt how hot it is lately? She does it every morning. And I'm like, baby girl, man, you're going to start smelling. Because what are we, why are we hovering?
What are we doing?
Why are we doing all
Yes.
these layers? No.
Yes. Yes.
We are there.
Yes.
No, identical phase. Baggy is also a thing. But currently, I think it might also be my influence. She's going through a black and white phase.
Of course.
She went through the color.
Yes.
But she's also a girly girl.
Aha.
So she dresses herself most of the time, but now we very super baggy. Because even the statement t-shirts with the faces, and she's there.
But also the stores, that's what they're selling to them.
Yeah.
Like everything is like an oversized fit. It's the most insane thing.
They love it. But look, it's also we and the hair thing, because she cut off her dreadlocks. So there's so many elements that are happening right now where I'm like, maybe she's still trying to get around herself. So
No.
I'm going to let you have it for yourself.
Mina Utata's trying to have dreadlocks, which inevitably makes me feel slightly uncomfortable. Uncomfortable in the sense that I've always wanted him to step out of his father's shadow. I don't, and now he's like, I want dreadlocks. I'm like, But then at
it's
the
his
same
choice.
time,
Mhm.
I'm like, I can't not allow you to experience certain things because I'm afraid you are going to be swallowed. Because my son looks exactly like his dad.
Identical.
Literally copy and paste.
Yeah.
So I don't want him to feel swallowed up and feel like he has lost his identity.
Right.
But at the same time, he needs to figure himself out as well at some point.
I mean, I think that's where also my acceptance happened when she first asked me. She's like, can I please cut off my dreads? I think for the first 2 years, I was like, nah. Because I knew she didn't like brushing her hair. There was that.
Yeah.
But then she got to the phase where she liked pretty things. And I was like, she's definitely not going to let her hair down because she wants to look beautiful. She likes edges. She likes slick. She likes gloss. She likes all these things. So I knew she is able to be responsible for this. That's when I said, okay, fine, you can cut your hair. But now comes with an expense.
Of course.
That I think initially was never there.
Yeah.
Because what? Twisting your dress is like $300. I can't remember, but you also do it once a month. Or I used to do it bi-monthly because then your hairline protection and that kind of stuff. Hi, Braid, son. I even started leaving. There's a lady I know in Florence. Leave you there. You and Florence must call me because there's no way I'm sitting here for 8-9 hours. I am not doing this. There is no way. Because that's eating at my time. So let me move on to do other things. But now you must now know you chose this.
Yeah.
So you need to sit. Shem, there's no one who doesn't mind changing their hair like that lady. No one. It 8-9 hours out of your life last time doesn't phase her. She'd even undo her own hair so that she gets there ready.
Wow.
Because she's like,
I must be ready.
I also want to change. the hair. So it's a you thing now.
Wow.
Wow. She'd be like, can you help me? Oh, excuse.
Wow.
That's why I'm here, Mama. Because
but I love it for her though.
Yeah.
Because she's learning to self-express. A lot of
Yes.
kids are not allowed to self-express.
Yes.
So
yes.
for our kids to be able to say, okay, this is what I want, this is what I don't want, that's fantastic. You know, like you say, if it means I leave you there and you do what you need to do, that's on you.
Yeah.
But you get to know who you are, what you like, and I think that's such a beautiful journey.
It is, absolutely. But I mean, it's the communication.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is definitely the communication. Because Tato's been doing faux locks for like the longest time. Now his hair has grown so much. He's like, okay, can I start actual
Oh, man. Yeah. But I mean, with boys, they can get away without locking it for a while because boys just tend to look like that.
It's scruff. I mean, I don't like unkempt hair. I don't like it. I even did a TikTok the other day. I was like, guys, it's not cute. It's not cute.
You cut your hair like that?
Either you're gonna cut your hair or comb it, gay, if you choose.
Yeah.
But be neat. You know, like let's not fall into. Because someone said Africans didn't have combs, so that's what I'm like. Okay, that was. But even then, that was then. Like,
yeah. No.
Just
now we have combs.
Be neat.
There's no reason why.
Be neat.
Yeah.
Just because you have an afro or whatever doesn't mean that you have license now to be untidy.
But do you also think that is also the parenting part where the school or teaching them to adhere to rules? Because I know I do that. Because she will say she wants the
Bantunos.
No, that color, like that blondish color.
Oh, the highlighter, yeah.
And I'm like, please go back to the school rules, because the one thing I'm noticing, especially with the latest generation of kids coming into the workplace, they were never taught the rules.
Ah, yes.
So if you don't teach the rules from home to school for them to adhere to those rules, they come in and think it's okay to break the rules. That's why I will, even when I see kids it's not because I'm judgy. In my head, I'm like, there's nothing as untidy as a little girl in their uniform in blonde hair.
True.
That is crass. It's
true.
It's
true.
Now you look like an air hostess in your uniform, but you're not an air hostess.
You're a school child, and you must still look like a school.
It's like kids wearing. I've seen it on TikTok.
The kids wear weaves
at school. I'm like, unless you're going to matric dance, why are we doing this?
And as a parent, why are you taking care of the cost of a week? School fees is expensive enough, and I'm not judging any parent that can afford it, but time and place.
Yes.
You are setting a particular precedent that this child needs to pick up on at some particular point.
Yes.
If
what happens when you go away?
Yes.
What happens when you pass away?
Yeah.
And then that's another thing. And I think I had this with one of my kids' friend's mom. I love that little girl because her mom, I don't know if she's taught her to be clean and whatever. And when she justified it, she's like, if I die, I don't want whoever comes in and says, well, I'm in fundo because I got or whatever. But then I'm 2 months about it because I'm like, you're giving this child adult responsibilities.
Yeah.
Why is this child thinking like an adult? She shouldn't. She should know she can mess up, she can drop the ball, but she's learning, right? Because then you can say to her, but you can't be like this. It's your own space. Me, I've learned to close the door.
No, that's me.
So I close the door to that woman.
Yes, because my helper can only clean Tato's bedroom on the weekends. During the week, it's your responsibility. You have to wake up, make the bed, make sure that it's tidy, and then on the weekends she does like the spring cleaning.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
But he's had to learn. Even when it comes to hygiene, before I would buy the packs of roll-on and whatever, and he would every once in a while lose until the one time he came in from training and he took off his top and he goes, Kari, donkey.
There it is.
You have now seen it for yourself.
Yep.
The church said amen. Thank you very much. So now he knows. He keeps roll-on in his bag because he's like, I don't want to take off my sweater because like we said, they wear amachis, wushis. I don't want to take off my sweater and everybody runs in opposite directions because now
I think that's the blessing of girls. My Amani likes nice things. So she buys what's that mist thing? The lip gloss. She's got tissues, wipes,
everything.
There's a
entire wardrobe. She's a proper girl.
She's a girly girl. No, she's proper. I do carry those things as well to work because you never know what's going to happen there. but I can't really be meticulous and say I carry a blush and I carry a foundation in case there's no. Please excuse me out of that. The most I do is the deodorant, the sanitaries, and the things that are important, and a Vaseline, because I have hectic sinuses. So in the air conditioner, I need to like put like a layer of Vaseline in my nose so that doesn't hurt me. But like outside of that, I don't. But she on the other end. But I just wish she could apply that same rule to her school books and how she keeps those things. Because I'm just like, how come this little pouch is in such perfect order, but your books, they just like this? And I'm like, oh.
Have you seen the school diary? When the school diary looks like
falling
it's
apart.
been through war.
Yeah.
You're like, what? Your diary is your representation of you.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
So now I've stopped. I literally am like, I'm not going to use what you do as a representation
of who I am.
No.
Fact.
If you decide to be untidy and you decide to have your things falling apart, that's on you.
But that's why I close the door.
Yeah.
Close the door. Because I'm just like, that's not a part of me. The rest of this house is me. That part, that's a you thing. You have to sleep with that. I don't have to sleep with that.
Yeah. So as a takeaway with regards to parenting, final parting words.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your biggest lesson out of these 13 years?
Be gentle with yourself and your child. And people will try demonize it and say it's soft parenting. What. Don't let the outside world get into your parenting.
Yeah.
Do it the way you know best, because you know from your experience how you grew up or observed other people, and trust your instinct.
I like that, because that's been my biggest lesson. Parent your child how it feels good to you and to your child, right? Because it's the same as in a relationship. You can dollar ukebi today. That relationship will not be the same as if you're dollaring the next person.
Fact.
So do what feels good at that time. Do what feels good to your child. And keep it moving.
I love that.
Keep it moving.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll be back for
Yeah.
another episode.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Join us on the journey. I mean, 40 is not a scary time. It's a beautiful time.
It is.
It is a beautiful time. But until the next one.
Until the next one. Goodbye, 40-somethings.